Hello and welcome to Clarion Chats. This will be our last episode for the semester, and this is going to be a quick recap of things that happened the last month or two and a look into next semester, spring 2022. To start, let's do Sinclair news. The semester for fall 2021 ended on December 12th, and spring semester for 2022 will start on January 10th, with payment being due for that semester on January 5th by 7 p.m. If you have not registered for spring 2022, make sure to do that and soon, because that will be here before we know it. On top of that, the Clarion, we released our December issue of our magazine. So if you did not get that, and you happen to be on campus or at Boston Stokers in Dayton, and you see an issue, then make sure to pick it up. And we, as of now, will be continuing that magazine into the spring semester. We will also be editing this podcast and the layout of it, so it will look, sound, and feel a bit different next semester as we tweak a few things and fine tune a few things. So looking forward to that. A quick recap on some things. Obviously, in November, there was the terrible Houston Astroworld tragedy with Travis Scott, and since then we know the casualties and deaths have risen to about 9 or 10 people now. Injuries were terrible, and there's even been a lawsuit that happened that is against Travis, Drake, Apple, Live Nation, and a few others. On top of this, Travis Scott's response to the lawsuit was that he didn't do anything wrong, so he doesn't feel he should be getting sued for anything. As of right now, there's not too much update than that. Travis did end up canceling a date or two of Astroworld after the Houston tragedy, but other than that, this lawsuit is still going on, and we will keep you updated once we find out more. On November 12th, a lot happened. Britney Spears, her conservatorship was finally over. A conservatorship that lasted pretty much like 13 years. And it was going on 14. It would be 14, I do believe, in February. So she was very close to 14 years in the conservatorship, but it ended on November 12th. But something else happened on the 12th was Paris Hilton got married. So that was pretty big news. November 12th was a big day. All in all, there was a lot of things that happened, especially in pop culture. So a very big day for that. Also, another big thing that happened in November was the Gabby Petito case has kind of come to a close, as new evidence found out that Gabby's body, when her body was found and they did the autopsy, it was strangulation was her cause of death. But Brian Laundrie was the prime suspect, and he was found. There was remains of his found back in November, and after investigation, they speculated suicide, or because it was a gunshot to the head. So sadly, we're never really going to know what happened to poor Gabby and how that whole event played out, because now the main person in the case is gone, or at least, what we've been told. There is some people on social media who don't fully believe that Laundrie is dead. that he is out there somewhere still living his life. But those are, as of now, just conspiracy theories. On top of that, the World Series ended, where the Braves beat the Astros, which was huge news. Right now, football is wrapping up. We're getting ready to do the NFL playoffs, to do the Super Bowl. College has been wrapping up, and the biggest news that came out of college was Michigan and Jim Harbaugh finally beat OSU, Ohio State Buckeyes, and it was a home game. They had played 8 times before this time. This was their 9th time, and they finally got a win, and it was at home. They had lost 3 times at home to the Buckeyes and 5 times away. So at the Buckeyes, home to the Buckeyes. So, like, I guess congrats to them for getting a win, but like we'll be there next year. Don't worry, we'll be back. Other than that, coming up, the Olympics are coming up. The Winter Olympics will be here in February, so be on the lookout for those. But that is pretty much all we have. Be on the lookout for Welcome Week activities on January 10th, starting January 10th, and a lot of fun things happening throughout the semester, like our theater department doing their spring musical, and so much more. And like I said, be on the lookout for a brand new podcast and some new podcast series, and all that. I don't want to give too much away because we've been brainstorming over here. So other than that, this has been this episode of Clarion Chats. Check out our website for any articles you might have missed. We have tons of new content in there, and check out our socials, or everything will be linked in the description below. See you in the spring. Bye.